Mr. Tan Kin Lian conceded defeat in the race for presidency at 10:23 p.m. on Saturday, about 2.5 hours after polls closed. He arrived at Begonia Drive at 11 p.m., where about 30 of his supporters were gathered.
I visited three polling counting centers, and I'm somewhat disappointed, and I think I'm a statistician, so I know from this analysis that I will lose this election. But I want to thank the people that voted for me, and I will wait for the final results. Thank you.
The 63-year-old said it would be a close fight between the top two candidates, although he did not name who. When asked whether he will get his election deposits back, he said maybe not. Mr. Tan may have conceded defeat, but the mood at Begonia Drive is far from sombre. Instead, his friends, family and supporters are celebrating the hard work Mr. Tan and his campaign team have put in over the last 9 days.
What are your plans now?
I'm going to have some fun with my supporters. We are going to relax. We work very hard. And then after that, I will still continue to be the voice of the people using other channels.
Actually, the mood here is it's quite a celebratory, I must say. So why is it so? Usually people would think that it would be a more somber mood.
No, because as I said, for us, it's not about winning. It's about making people think about the role of the president. And I think this campaign achieved that because we were the first to question it. And as I said, we continued questioning throughout, and we carried on. And I think for that, we're really, really proud of achieving that objective.
For somebody like him to throw his hat into the ring and say, I'm standing, especially he's not as rich as famous as some of the other people, takes a lot of guts, you see, because a lot of people will not even dare to give an opinion. But for somebody like him, who doesn't have a machinery behind him, who don't have many cronies behind him, and all he's depending on is like good friends like me and some friends around him and supporters, I take my hat off to him. I respect him for his guts.
What were your first words to him when you first saw him right here?
I said, well done, my darling. Now we can have a whiskey together. Why should we feel sad? I think, we tried our best, and I think Mr. Tan did a good job with the limitations that he is equipped with, I think he did a fabulous job. So he went for it, and that's it. I mean, he didn't get zero, Or did he? Do you know something that I don't know? He didn't get zero, right? So there are people who voted for him. And I think for somebody like Mr. Tan to get even some number of votes speaks a lot for Singaporeans. That means there are people listening to him. And there are people who agree with him that we need someone to be the voice of the people.
It's a good journey. We've learned our lessons and we've actually made our message heard. There's definitely a victory in defeat.
What were the parts where you think maybe you could have improved in the campaign?
If we have more resources. Right.
Was it very stretched, the budget throughout the whole campaign?
Yeah, it was both budget as well as manpower. But we worked extremely hard, and I think even though we didn't win, we basically become much wiser and better.
I think we put up a good fight, and I'm somewhat disappointed, but that's life. I expected to do much better.
For more on the results of the presidential race, watch Razor TV.